There is almost an indefinite amount of content in this world when it comes to media. The sheer amount of time it would take to watch every movie, read every book, or play every video game would be near incomprehensible to the human mind. Because of this, it's inevitable that pieces of media get lost in the ever-growing sea of entertainment. In this series, we'll be exploring the depths of media from all corners of the world in hopes that we might find that which has been lost to time. This is Media Mysteries. My Special Book, known to many as Book Girl or Storytime, was a Canadian live-action children's program that ran on YTV Junior in the late 90s and eventually Trios TV in the early 2000s. The show followed our protagonist, Book Girl, played by Krista Jackson, a small woman who would delve inside various literature to read bedtime stories to the audience with her wacky and colorful friends. The show was cancelled due to major programming changes on Trios TV around 2006. Like most classic YTV and Trios shows, home media releases for the show were pretty much unheard of, causing it to eventually become somewhat the holy grail for lost Trios shows and our very first media mystery. After a few years, people became desperate to dig into their subconscious minds and remember what the show was really all about. Many online forums started asking about it, wondering if anyone had a copy, or if they could even just find the name of the show. Some remembered it to be Storytime, but many more believed it to be called Book Girl. Eventually, on July 21st, 2017, a thread was made about Book Girl on the Lost Media Wiki. With that, the investigation began. It all started with a Korean blog that has since been shut down. In 2005, this blog posted a single image of the show captured on a digital camera. The image has Book Girl standing next to two faces on a wall, one which appears to be a painting and the other a doorbell. This image helped prove the show's existence, allowing for a deeper investigation to be made. The Lost Media Wiki forum had several users dedicated to finding the show, some of whom are subscribers to my channel to this very day. They all worked together to uncover the following information about the show, stringed together through 37 pages of forums. At first, it was believed that My Special Book was produced completely in 1998, then aired in 2000. But I actually found an article from 1998 that states the show's existence, which I think disproves that the show didn't air until 2000. Or perhaps it didn't air on Trios TV until 2000. The show was originally produced by YTV and aired in the YTV Junior time slot, was later discontinued, and then aired on Trios TV where it would remain until it was cancelled. Eventually, the producer of the show, Michael Desi, and Richard Rodwell, the music composer, were found to have LinkedIn profiles. Michael Desi was a producer who helped write, create, and produce various shows, including The Biddles. On his profile, it shows that he worked for Pipeline Studios, Nelvana, YTV, and DHX Media. He has a hand in creating the shows Nina's World, Grossology, Sidekick, The Biddles, Chip in Orbit, and of course, My Special Book. Michael Desi's profile states that he was a writer and producer for My Special Book, and that it ran for 90 episodes. When asked about My Special Book, both Michael Desi and Richard Rodwell confirmed that they didn't have any copies of the show. This made it seem as though there were no other leads. However, Michael Desi gave some pretty interesting information. He confirmed the main character was called Book Girl, and that she was played by a former YTV jockey, Krista Jackson, aka PJ Krista. He also confirmed that the voices of the puppets were done by Jennifer Rasco, aka PJ Katie of PJ Katie's Farm. Desi also stated that there was a second producer for the show, the late Melanie York, and that her nephew is the sleeping child in the show's intro. With this new information on Krista Jackson, there was a search for her, which eventually led to her website. Fans had asked her about the show, but apparently she was unresponsive and hard to get a hold of. The trail went cold until March 21st, 2019. Only a little more than a year ago, YouTuber Logan Maxwell uploaded a recording of an episode from the show. It's recorded off a TV and doesn't have the best quality, but it helps confirm some of the information gathered on the show. He also uploaded a clear video from his phone later that year, on November 5th, 2019. These videos helped inspire more information to be found, and as of right now, people have figured out the show times and names of every episode of the show for each season, including Mayo Hugs the World, the episode recorded by Logan Maxwell. So far, there are only 89 episodes known, which means that either Michael Desi had it wrong, or we are missing an episode somewhere along the lines. So there we have it, my special book. That is, unfortunately, all the current information on the show that we have. There is technically more specific information about the airing of certain episodes and other articles that mention the show's existence, but I chose to only discuss the parts that affected the investigation of the series. If you have any information to aid in our research, you can join in on the search on the Lost Media Wiki. And please, if you have any high quality rips of the show, please share it. You'd be a hero. Thank you for watching Media Mysteries. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more fascinating obscure content. This is PJ John, signing off, as there is much more missing content in this world, and I'm making it my job to find it.